Alright, so in this video I'm going to be basically explaining exactly how I improved my focus by utilizing chronotypes and understanding the proper timing to be the most productive. I'm going to be assuming that you watched the past two videos as this video heavily builds upon that, and please make sure you stick to the end because that's where most of the value from this video comes from. Okay, so the first question you might be asking yourself is exactly what are chronotypes? And it's basically a person's natural inclination whenever they want to wake up or what time they start feeling sleepy and they want to fall asleep. It also could be your internal body clock, aka like your circadian rhythm. Your chronotype is also going to affect your physical and your behavioral processes. So you need to make sure that you understand exactly which one it is. That being said, I'm a lion and the algorithm is probably going to be pushing this to other lions. So there's a very high chance that you are a lion as well. But there's also lions, bears, wolves, and dolphins. Again, this might sound very wishy-washy and I understand, but just trust me, this is based on science and you need to just go ahead and do the quiz to figure out exactly which chronotype you are. It will all make sense in the end, I promise. Okay, now you're asking exactly which one am I? And to that, I'll leave the test in the description below. Make sure you pause the video right now. Yes, pause the video right now, go to the description, and then go do that quiz. And whenever you figure out exactly which chronotype you are, come back. And now that you figured out exactly which chronotype you are, please make sure that you actually do that first step because none of this will make sense. So you need to make sure you do that. I need to explain timing to you. Each chronotype, it basically will affect the time you should eat, work, sleep, wake up, exercise, nap, like all of those things. So you need to make sure that you, again, figure out exactly which one you are. Okay, before I start showing you all of the routines based on your chronotype, I just want to say that this is a very complex topic, so I highly recommend you to do your own research. That being said, I'm going to be putting a basic routine that you can follow for every single chronotype. Just make sure that whenever you follow it, you do it for at least 2 weeks because that's how long it'll take for you to feel if it's actually working for you or not. Okay, so if you got a lion, these are basically the people that like to do their work early in the morning. They're like the morning people. And basically this is what I am, and here's what an ideal schedule would look like for this chronotype. You want to be waking up very early at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. That's like the ideal wake up time. You're most productive a few hours after you wake up, like again, early in the morning, which is from 8 till noon. Your energy dips from 12 till 3 p.m. You want to make sure that you exercise here. Do not take a nap. That's something that I feel like even I kind of struggle with. After I've been productive for a while and then I eat, there's like this very heavy energy dip and I just want to fall asleep. But make sure that you don't do that. Make sure you exercise to increase your blood flow so you can finish the day off strong. From 6 till 9 p.m., that's ideally where you want to start relaxing and just doing basic recovery things. And then ideally at 10 p.m. you should be asleep. I'm going to leave tips at the bottom for every single chronotype, but for this chronotype, you need to utilize exercise to increase your energy, and you need to pay attention to your diet because if you eat something that's bad, it'll probably affect your productivity for the rest of the day. So now on to my bears. So this is actually the most common one, I think, in the world. And basically these people are balanced. They're not really like morning people, but they're also not like night owls. And basically this is like a very broad but ideal work day, what it would look like for you. Yeah, you want to be waking up at 7 till 8 a.m. You're most productive from 10 to 2 p.m. Your energy dips at 3 to 6 p.m. And for these guys, you can nap, but again, you should exercise or go for a walk. That's what bears say works best for them. From 6 to 9, this is where you want to start relaxing. Bears really like to have a very long relaxing period. So make sure you do relaxing activities in this window if you are a bear. And ideally, you want to be asleep at 11 p.m. The tip for this chronotype is you want to utilize breaks whenever you have low energy because bears struggle with that. So just make sure you take a break whenever you feel like your energy is dipping. Now onto the wolves. So this is basically going to be your night owls, the people that are awake late throughout the day, things like that. Again, this is going to be a very broad schedule that you can follow. You can play around with it and see what works for you, but ideally you want to be waking up at 7:30 till 9 a.m. You're going to have very low energy in the morning. Like it kind of takes you a while to build up your energy as a wolf. So you just want to be doing very simple tasks, or you can exercise like how lions do to increase your energy here. From 12 till 9, you actually are the most productive. This is where you want to do your most complicated tasks for the day. And then from 9 till 12 p.m., ideally this is where you should be winding down and relaxing. And at 12, ideally that's when you should be asleep. A tip for this chronotype is you want to make sure that you're utilizing exercising for energy. So whenever you feel like your energy is kind of dipping or in the morning to get, to wake up quicker, just do a simple exercise routine. And make sure you pay attention to your diet because it could really affect your energy throughout the whole day. You don't want to eat something bad and then it messes you up from 12 till 9 p.m. because again, that's when you're most productive. Okay, now on to my dolphins. If you got dolphin, this one's kind of tricky because it's kind of a blend between all of the other chronotypes. Again, this is going to be a very broad schedule. You can play around with it, but ideally you want to be waking up from 6:30 till 7 a.m. You're going to have a very slow start to your morning like the wolves would, but after a few hours of waking up, you're going to be most productive from 10 till noon, and then your energy is going to dip from 12 till 4. So this could be a good time for you to exercise. And dolphins are similar to bears. They also have a very long wind down period. They like to relax for a long period of time. So you want to be winding down from 4 till 10 p.m. And ideally you should be asleep at 12 or sooner. A tip for this chronotype though is look into doing meditation before you sleep because that could really help you with the anxiety so you can fall asleep better and increase your sleep's quality. But yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully you found your chronotype. I remember whenever I first learned about this and I just like worked my schedule around it, the lion one really worked best for me. Again, just do your own research, implement, try different things. I made it very broad so you can see what works for you. But that's it for this video. I'll see you in another one.